truly make good public space, you have to erase the distinctions between architecture, urbanism, landscape. Architecture is nothing but a special effects machine that delights and disturbs the senses. The High Line was a piece of obsolete industrial infrastructure in a part of Manhattan that was totally forsaken. We were just fascinated. When we went up on the High Line, we thought, wow.
The idea that was born very, very early was basically to digitize the surface with planks and with green. It spawned this effect where many cities around the globe are looking at their infrastructure and saying, well, maybe something can happen here also. The thing that all the work has in common is that it challenges the assumptions about conventions of space.
I'm interested in art that helps us see the historical moment that we live in. And as a little bit of an addition to that, how do you try to develop ways of seeing what a different world might be like? I've done a lot of projects that are very, closely aligned as well with your kind of interests. Thinking about mass surveillance and thinking about infrastructures. The United States, for example, has a classified military range in Nevada that's the size of Switzerland. It's just enormous.
To go and photograph an air base is not only to photograph something, but it is to insist on one's right to photograph.
I don't want to live in a world where we make decisions based on irrational fears.
We want to reflect where we come from, and I think that's an important part of our mission. We are dedicated to showing international contemporary art, the best of it, and we believe that there are people here in Miami that have something to offer to that conversation. We're not just a beautiful building, Herzog and Imran. We're everything that surrounds us, and when people come here, they're touched by everything that surrounds us. I do believe that a museum is part of the civic structure of a city that considers itself to be of the world and progressive.
I think the first time I came to Detroit, I could feel the energy, the kind of bubbling cauldron that Detroit really is. I find Detroit to be probably the most interesting visual art city in America. There's so many opportunities to do things here by so many artists, and every time I come here, I'm inspired by that. One of the things I love about Detroiters is that they have done so much with so little for so long. And that's now starting to change, and resources are flowing into Detroit, and barriers are being broken down, and lots of different exciting things are happening. Vibrancy in neighborhoods throughout Detroit is being generated and led by artistic endeavors, by artistic excellence. One of the most important things about Culture Lab Detroit is that it gets the greatest designers, the greatest architects, the greatest thinkers in the world to come to Detroit, and they talk with and to Detroit. The people that are here to speak are coming back and working on issues in Detroit and helping this community realize all it can be at a world-class level.